try to understand what works for you, what kind of keeps you going, what keeps you motivated. Focus on those priorities. And when you achieve those milestones, enjoy that moment. Savor that moment. Enjoy that time with your loved ones.
Your value increases when you add value to others.
It's 3 a.m. here, and I had a few things to share with you guys before I head off to bed. I just finished work and I was just reflecting on things I've done in the past and how I've got to where I am right now. And I realized as human beings, what we tend to do is we're always so focused on that next thing. We're always so focused on that fast-paced nature, on getting onto that next thing, getting onto working on something better and looking for something better, looking for more opportunities, while we miss out on what we actually have in hand. And that's the same case with myself as well. I was thinking to myself, what did I want to be, or where did I want to be 5 years ago? And if you were a close friend, or if you were someone who had interviewed me, you probably understand that I would have told you I wanted to have a business of my own. I had my idea. I wanted to set it up. I wanted to have autonomy of how I did my work and have control over what I did, and kind of probably be a business consultant and so on. Finish my MBA. So I had all these things planned out. And quite literally, that's 5 years down the line, I look at it, and that's exactly where I am right now. That's what I wanted. I prayed for it. I hoped for it. I wished for it. I dreamt about it. I'm right there, and I'm right where I wanted to be 5 years ago. But yet, I'm still looking for that next thing. I'm still looking for what can I do more? How can I be more useful? It's a good thing and it's a bad thing, because a lot of times we've spent so much time on focusing on that next thing that we miss out on the things that are surrounding us. Now, whether it be family, whether it be life itself, or whether it be enjoying those little moments, we get so caught up in our busy schedule and in our busy life that we stop seeing the importance on the little things and the things that actually make you happy. Let me give you an example. I moved to a country, living in that country for 20 plus years, and you have all these visions and dreams of going to places around there, and you see all these touristy locations, touristy spots, people taking pictures, people posting a lot about these places, and you're like, I've been here for 10 years. I'll definitely find the time to go. Maybe next year. Keep pushing it. And then finally what happens, you leave the place, you leave to another country, or you're probably traveling around, and you've missed that opportunity to actually travel and go see these places. You've listed down all these places that you want to go and see, but you didn't take the effort, or didn't have that in your mind to give that importance to actually get to doing it. And what happens then? You look back and you're like, oh damn, I missed the opportunity to actually go there. And you tell yourself, oh, I could have gone if I were only there for a bit longer, or if I were only there for another year or so, I would have definitely made it. If it was on your priority list, and if it was something that you valued and you really wanted it to happen, you would have made it happen. The second thing I want to talk about is we need to have our priorities straight. We need to understand and set priorities in such a way that it makes sense to you. Don't go by the rules of someone else, or don't follow someone else's plan, or don't follow someone else's map that they try to impose on you, saying this is your path towards success. Try to understand what works for you, what kind of keeps you going, what keeps you motivated. Focus on those priorities. And when you achieve those milestones, enjoy that moment, savor that moment, enjoy that time with your loved ones. It's really vital and important to take time to reflect and really understand what's happening with your life and what you've done and what you've really grown and how you've really grown, because that's what makes you a better person, and that's what keeps you growing. That's what makes you want to do more, and also make sure that you're motivated, you stay motivated for a longer period of time. The last thing that I have on our Pillow Talk session is pretty much to do with our hard work and our way of working, or the processes that we set in place to actually get to where we are. We are so focused on results, and we're so focused on numbers, and we're so focused on what outcomes we're going to get when we're in our jobs and when we're in our in our career growth plan and so on. What we tend to forget is all that progression, and being able to enjoy that process is more meaningful than just achieving that particular result. I always try to compare and take a lot of my learnings that I've taken from my job or from my business or whatever, and kind of think back at it where I learned it, and most of it's generally from sports. When you're practicing, let's say you're playing football, basketball, swimming, cricket, whatever it is. When I've played cricket, I've practiced a lot over, because I was a batsman, so I practiced a lot in the nets of hitting the ball and trying to time the ball, getting that stroke, being able to really practice your shots and so on. You enjoy that moment. You really get into that moment and focus, not just focus on that particular moment to get better, but to actually enjoy what you're doing. And it's those moments that you enjoy that you actually become much better than what you've really set your mind to do, because you're so distracted from just that goal-oriented or result-oriented mindset. You're so focused in on just concentrating on what has to happen, and that's the process that you set in place, and that's the process of training your mind to be able to hit the ball. So in the same way, put that into your life. The more you enjoy all the trainings and the skill sets and everything that you're building yourself up to be, that will give you the result that you want at the end. Whether you end up winning or losing in that particular match, that doesn't matter. What matters is if you enjoyed, at the end of everything, you're going to grow. You're going to be better than what you were. So if you did lose, you always have the opportunity, or you always have the option of trying again, and you always have the opportunity of giving it another shot. Life is not a race. It's a journey. It's a journey where you're becoming a better version of yourself day by day. And that's what I really want to focus in on, and that's what I really want to take time to ponder upon and reflect upon every day. And that's really why I'm having this conversation with you guys as well. So do like and share, and subscribe if you haven't already, and support me on this journey. And I hope to help you guys as well. Take care. Cheers.